Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Ready. 525. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Winston going to get this out to Evans. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Wait. Just check it.
Here's Winston. His throw incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jameis again. He completes it to Evans. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Ready? Right. Mike, 45.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Snead's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he cuts right, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's That's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the curl.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Roberts has it. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
45 to Mike. I'm going to run you over.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
Good job.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Now Jackson on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 32 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
48 to Mike. Watch the crowd. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Let's make these babies proud on the way back home, yo.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, QB, come on. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Ready. Flag 45 behind. Right now, let's go. Got it. Game situation. Let's go.
Again, it's Jones. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 4th down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off.